me, sir. Sir, how old were you when you became a millionaire?
About 40 years old.
And how did you get rich?
Have you ever had one of these?
Kind bar? Yes.
I founded it.
You created the Kind bar?
Yeah.
And how much money did you make selling these?
We sold over $1 billion a year.
Are you a billionaire?
I guess so, but I spent 30 years building my business prior to Kind, and then only last December I finally sold the company.
I go all over the world interviewing billionaires to help the younger generation. Can I get a minute with you for our channel real quick?
Sure, with pleasure.
Who am I here with today?
Daniel Lubetsky.
How did you come up with the idea for Kind?
10 years of mistakes in the natural food industry. So I first started a company called Peaceworks to bring neighbors in conflict regions together. Made so many mistakes, but eventually had an idea for a healthy snack that you could travel with, and that exploded and did really well.
Did you have anybody that doubted you when you started this company?
Everyone doubted me. Like even my parents, who I love so much, thought, what is this crazy Mexican Jewish lawyer doing, selling sun-dried tomato spreads in the streets of Manhattan?
What was the biggest risk that you took throughout your career?
I mean, everything in my life was like that, but I had a degree from Stanford Law School. I could have gone work to a fancy law firm, and instead I had my little legal suitcase, emptied it from the books, added all my products, and I was walking up and down the streets of Manhattan at 7 a.m. in the morning, letting people try my products, door by door, from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. And then the following day, I would go and deliver the product to stores by myself and repeat and rinse and repeat for many, many years.
You built a $1 billion brand. What's your best branding advice for anybody out there? What's your
Be
secret?
consistent. Don't try to change things, because if you try to please everybody, you're going to please nobody. Always stay consistent with what your logo is. Marketers always want to change things, which is cool, but there's things that shouldn't change. Your value, set a value statement. What does my brand stand for? And very importantly, what it is not. And be true to that. Always be what you say you are, never be what you say you're not, and be consistent. You know, even after we were selling billions of dollars and worth billions of dollars, sometimes people still didn't know that the brand was called Kind. They remember the colors, but it takes a long time to build an iconic brand. You just need to stay consistent. Like our logo, we never changed it. We were very, very consistent so that people develop the mental framework and understand it. And what does it mean? A brand is a promise. A great brand is a promise well kept. Your School of Hard Knocks, you know exactly what you're trying to do. You know what your consumer, what your viewer wants to get out of you. And you're very consistent. That's why you're succeeding, because you know exactly what you need to deliver. If one day you're going to go philosophical, and the other one you're going to practical, and the other way you're going to talk to old people, and the other it's going to be much harder for people to know what to look for. So you need to be consistent, whether you're creating a social media channel or a product. Just consistency is everything.
Now, Warren Buffett, one of the richest men on planet Earth, says that distribution is the key to everything. You're in every store known to man. What was your secret to getting into distribution, getting in every single retail store on the planet?
Hard Knocks. That's the name of your channel, right?
Yeah.
It's literally Hard Knocks. Like, I was on a date with my wife, and I would ask her, before she was my wife, hold on, I need to check into this bodega. I need to go into this convenience store, and I would like sell or try to get the product on the right shelves one at a time. You built this thing. It took years and years and years of knocking down all those doors, and slowly but surely you just keep building it.
What's a lesson about money that is not taught in school that you would instill in everybody around the world watching right now?
My grandfather was a rancher in Mexico. He was a cattleman, and he said, a man that's too proud to pick up a penny is not worth a penny. And I think it's a really important lesson too. Don't feel like you're above saving that dollar. And he used to also say, mind the pennies and the dollars will mind themselves. Be humble enough to appreciate that one penny. I'm walking on the street, I will bend over and pick up the penny, not just because it's a penny, but it's because it says that you're never going to be above trying to hustle and trying to work hard and appreciate and stretch every dollar.
What is your best branding advice, and how old are you now?
I'm 56.
Daniel, if me and you died tomorrow and you had one more guiding principle to leave with the younger generation, what would that be?
Be kind to every human being. The reason the company is called Kind is I named it after my father. He was a Holocaust survivor. He was in the Dachau concentration camp. American soldiers risked their lives to liberate him. And in spite of all of the horrors that he went through, he was kind to everybody, whether it's the bank teller or the bank president, whether it was the flight attendant, everybody. He told jokes, he was kind, he was loving to every human being. He saw his role as bringing smiles to everybody. And that's the very small way what I try to emulate to make this a better world than the way we found it.
That's beautiful right there. How important was the entity structuring when you were building Kind Bar? Did you start like an LLC or an S Corp, or what did you end up starting?
It's super important. We used to be an LLC, and it was just passed through, so it's efficient. The disadvantage of an LLC is that if you do have profits and you're paying them every year, and I was actually profitable and I was paying taxes every year. When you have a C Corp structure, there's double taxation, but if you're just focusing on growth, not on profits every year, it's a very good structure, because then you're not paying taxes unless you have a distribution or a liquidity event. And if you're not planning to do it, if you're planning to grow for the future, then a C Corp structure is good, and you aim to just keep the money with the company, reinvest, grow, and then you're compounding without having to be paying taxes every year. It's super important for you to get the right structure.